sensual. It'll leave you lusting for death. Close your eyes while driving for Why Won't You Tend to My Rosy Bushes? By Randy Rosebud.
There's no way this big old pistol's gonna squeeze through. Can I have a flower, Beauty?
As many as you want. I grew them for you in the first place. Oh, Maggie. I've been waiting for you all day.
Hi, Beauty. I'm sorry I kept you waiting.
It's alright. I don't mind a bit of solitude every now and then. Don't worry about me. How are you?
I'm okay. I forgot to say good morning.
I didn't give you a chance to. Is there anything you want to talk about?
What do you do out here all day?
I wait for you.
Really?
No, not really. But I do look forward to seeing you. My garden's doing pretty good, and I see a lot of peculiar things that people do.
Is that fun?
It's nice outside, but I really wish you'd come out here more often. I know you're busy whenever Randy is home, though.
He's not home all the time. He's got a lot of concerts to go to and interviews to do, you know. And his agent keeps him on a super tight schedule he can't fit me into. It's all right.
Dating a secretive multi-millionaire superstar sure seems like a lot of work.
Oh gosh, but it's got its perks too. Did you hear his new single, Your Kiss is Like a Car Crashing into a Nunnery? He says it's about me, but that whole secretive thing is why he can't put my name in it. Nobody can know who I am, 'cause he's got a public image and I might ruin it if I get too personal.
Does he still believe you ate me a year ago?
Yeah, he's got no idea you hang out here. And the best part about it is, he might not ever figure it out. He never touches the books. Ever. I don't think I've ever even seen him take a glance at the bookshelf.
Maggie, you know how I feel about you and Randy. Let's move on to another topic. Do you want to eat me now?
What?
I mean, I might taste good. I am a radish, you know.
I'd rather just talk to you.
I'm trying to help out. I'm here to talk, Maggie.
You should have seen the look on Randy's face this morning, Beauty. We were watching his soap opera.
Which one?
The one about his love triangle involving the mailwoman and proctologist.
Oh, my favorite.
He's so good at acting, Beauty. On the TV, he acts absolutely nothing like he does at home. It's like, on screen, he's a tall, buff, dastardly bad boy, and at home, he's so skinny and beautifully emotional. It's kind of like that phrase, 2 stones, 1 bird, and the bird is me.
Whatever you say, Tweety.
Earlier, when I saw him get so angry at ham commercials he had to leave the apartment, I could just feel his intense power enter me. I'm so excited by everything about him and everything he says and does. I'm so happy, Beauty. I've never felt this way before in my life.
You've never been in love before, you mean?
Oh yes, I've never been so in love in my entire life. Before I used to only dream about him, but now during the day I dream about marrying him. I'm so fortunate to have him in my life.
If only I could say the same.
Do you not love him?
Ugh, love.
It's okay if you feel that way.
Yes, but the feeling is a little sad.
I'm awfully sorry. Is there anything I can do to help?
Yeah, could you toss me onto that grill and roast me until I'm brown and then eat me?
That's awfully grotesque.
Life and death is no joke, Maggie Malone. Please eat me. It is my destiny.
Nope.
It's because I talk, isn't it? Good afternoon, honey. Feeling sweet?
The apartment's locked down.
It's not like you were planning on leaving anyway.
Come on, it's still real suspicious. I talked to an officer about it, and he said it was because there are large amounts of carbon monoxide coming from this apartment.
That's not suspicious at all. That's dangerously life-threatening. Why didn't they come and investigate the area sooner? The whole building could catch fire, or even worse, blow up, depending on how much of it is in the air.
It's really that dangerous? I've been buying a lot of it lately.
Maggie, why are you buying carbon monoxide? I'm worried about you. Is Randy making you do this?
It's for a good cause.
Maggie, please, we've got to talk about this.
New topic. I'm sorry. You know your friend Dunk?
I am familiar with him every day except this one, Maggie.
So you already know?
Of course I do, and don't think I didn't try to stop him. He's going through a sensitive phase right now.
But I thought he was so collected and cool.
Lots of small potted cacti try to put on that image, it's true. But being covered in thorns, you get a little defensive and insecure. Would you like me to tell you a little secret? Dunk, that little cactus crying in your boyfriend's closet, is a special kind of Selenocereus grandiflorus.
Selenocereus grandiflorus?
Selenocereus grandiflorus, sought after by the desert florists. This small cactus, Porus, confines himself with nothing but a flashlight and thesaurus. Ashamed in distrust, he expresses his cactus fuss.
But why is he so sad?
He's special. The Selenocereus grandiflorus only blooms for 24 hours, once a year. It's a glorifying experience, kind of like human birthdays. Once a year, Dunk gets to flaunt his beautiful red flower to the world on this patio. It takes him a lot of energy to do so, so you can imagine his sadness when this year his flower refused to bloom.
Oh my gosh, that's so horrible.
I feel sorry for him. Did he already tell you how much he hates the sun? Because it's all an act. He's really just crying because he feels like he's failed to thrive in the sunlight like all cacti do.
I'm sure cacti are all a little flaccid sometimes.
They are, but you can't explain that to him. He's emotionally distraught. He doesn't have any other cacti to talk to about blossom dysfunction, see? I've been trying.
Is there anything I can do to cheer him up?
Well, if you can convince him he's capable of growing flowers, or even trick him into believing he already has, then maybe he'll come around. He just needs some validation. We all do sometimes. Take a few flowers from my garden if it'll help.
Well, all right. I'll try my best. I found an old membership ID to my old Randy Rosebud fan club.
Ah, yes, Randy's Rose Garden. How could I forget? That is to say, radishes never forget.
Whoa, but it was so long ago.
5 months.
Oh gosh, it sure was a big deal. I remember the day I started making so much money off the club, I could finally quit my job and work on the Rosette Gazette newsletter full time. And oh my gosh, do you remember the club meetings? Oh gosh, you could have packed a football stadium with all those fans. We were one of many fan clubs too. So much competition. But I'm sure out of all of them, we were the most passionate. We sold rose bracelets, did bake sales, promotional talks, group therapy, and even sold real estate just to raise money for more merchandise and exclusive content. And when we finally got enough money to buy out our own community space, it was one of the proudest days in my life.
Maggie, I know you guys had fun, but a club can't thrive in an unair-conditioned concrete dungeon on the bad side of town. There's no such thing as security. Stuff got stolen all the time, don't you remember?
I mean, sure, a couple of lanyards have to disappear every now and then.
Your club had to get shut down because every single valuable article of merchandise got taken, sooner or later.
Do you not remember the oh-so-precious Randy wig that got stolen the day after your little club worked years to get it?
The one that was used for the live-action Rosebud documentary?
The one that cost millions of dollars, Maggie. The one that ended the club in the first place.
Well, you know, all good things come to an end, but it's always for a good reason. Lose some to get some. After all that bankruptcy kahooey, I got to actually meet the guy, Beauty, and it was only because he had somehow heard about all the trouble I was going through. Don't you remember? He swept me off my feet. He said, Baby, I'm here to share with you a little bit of my Randy luck, and kissed me right then and there.
I don't want to talk about Randy.
Aw, come on.
No, stop. I don't want to talk about Randy anymore. The taste of his name on my mouth is disgusting. I'd like to talk to you about things that aren't worth millions of dollars. Things that can't be stolen and send you into debt.
That was all me. That was my fault.
You've done so much, Maggie, but Randy makes me feel numb, and I can't help but wonder if he's done the same to you. I don't agree with any of his music, but if there's one thing your boyfriend is right about, it's that you should eat me.
Stop.
If you can't do it for me, maybe you can do it for Randy.
Stop.
You really do love him inside out, you know everything about him. I would say you're better at Randy than Randy Rosebud himself.
Beauty! Don't you ever say that again! You know how much this means to me! Don't you ever say that!
He's cheap.
Beauty!
I'm sorry. You're right.
You just wait. I'll prove you wrong soon enough. He's a great guy. What's this?
A nicotine patch for quitting smoking.
Oh gosh, when did you start? You know, Randy doesn't smoke.
I forget when, all I know is I want to quit. You can keep the patch, by the way.
Oh gosh, that smells like death 10 times over.
I'm here to talk, Maggie.
The officer downstairs left behind his huge gun, and I really want it.
Christmas isn't until another few months, but okay, noted.
I need it now.
His room is beneath ours, I can see his patio from here. If there's anything I can do to help besides parkouring down there, I'm open.
Randy's gonna perform at the Basefoot Bowl game later, and I won't be able to watch it because the TV's broken.
Why can't you go see him live? The Basefoot Dome is right down the street.
Yeah, I know. Even if the apartment wasn't locked down, I still couldn't go. Randy says it's best if I watch at home for the sake of all these publicity stunts. He says they're gonna rope him up onto a blimp after he does his opening act and swing him around the whole city. And he also said that after they bring him back, he's gonna be performing a special halftime song. He says he wrote it just for me.
Did he now? Just like the song, I Am So Alone?
He said that song was about how he felt whenever I wasn't there. This one, he says, will be about what it's like when I am.
It'd probably be nice if he actually sung them live for you. Alone.
He says he can't because of legal reasons. Besides, it's not like they aren't recording the game live.
You better listen really close to the radio when the show starts then.
Hot 98.5 all day.
My God.
Here's our big finale. I'm Milky Mildred, here to finally present our free Basefoot Bowl ticket to our 100th caller. Who will it be? Who's our lucky contestant? It is, here they come. Beep beep hello and congratulations. Yes, you did. You've won. Must be some kind of luck, sweetie. Hope you're ready to shine over at the big game. What a cute kid. Don't forget to tune in to our live Basefoot Bowl coverage starting at 7:30 sharp.
Excuse me. I just want to let you know I care about you.
Let the world pass me by, prick me off the worldly grapevine, and toss me...
Dunk, please, I know about your problem.
Do you think you do? I exist as a conflict to serve anti-solar subversion. My conflict is that I am the very absence of activity, therefore a problem. Systems do not want problems. I am stopping progression.
Selenicerus grandiflorus.
Selenicerus grandiflorus?
Selenicerus grandiflorus. You sit in there weaving your chorus, jailed true as this cactus porous. But you must let go of what only is surest. Embrace uncertainty and retire your thesaurus.
What are you trying to say?
I know your secret, Dunk. The flower that didn't bloom.
That is...
But if you shut yourself out, how will your flower ever get the chance to bloom again? The sun can't reach you in there. In fact, how do you know your flower hasn't bloomed already?
Nobody has preached the beauty of it.
Aw, come on. Maybe they just didn't see it. Maybe the flower's really there, and you've got to validate its existence yourself. Maybe then people will see it. Truly.
Do you mean it?
Yes.
If you can prove to me the flower is there, I'll leave this closet for good. But I'm only going to step out for a little bit.
I bet this'll fool Dunk for sure. Although I feel a tad tingly about tricking him. Nice. Your flower looks beautiful.
If it's really so beautiful, can you show me?
How?
I don't know. What use is my beautiful tan, my beard, and my flower if I cannot see them?
Seleniceris grandiflorus.
What is it now? This picture looks how I feel. Truly. Is this my reflection?
Sure is.
I've never seen a mirror before. This is my first time. I look incredible.
Sure do.
Yes! 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 What was I doing in there? What am I doing now? I've got to get outside and show off in the sun. I've only got 24 hours left.
It's got a phone number on it and the words, "We know you're not real," and "ham" written in Sharpie. Ooh, I took this picture of Randy way back when we first met. He even signed it for me right there and then. He knows how much I care about genuine rosebud memorabilia. Beauty, here. Please hold this down off the patio.
You know who smokes? Important people. Our founding fathers were smoking fat ones while signing the Declaration of our Independences. Everyone smokes tobacco, especially the people I admire, love, and respect. They're smoking, I'm smoking, you're smoking. If you ain't just yet, better wrap your mouth around one soon. Keep your lips dry for the special giveaway VIP stage pass for my new tour, One Girl, One Life, coming up soon. Smoke you later.
Randy Rosebud smokes cool cigars. Do you?
Hurry up and do your thing down there. I can't hold on to this for long.
Seeing that big gun down there is so tempting. If I only had arms as long as Randy's hair, I could just snatch it. Oh my gosh, would you look at that man? Oh my gosh, that hair, that chin. Oh, and he writes like a silky goose with those hands. Oh my gosh, I love those hands of his. The authenticity of this poster is as true love can be. I swear it on my heart. I love him. Randy, your beautiful autograph was in my possession, in my room, even 10 years before I ever met you. And what an autograph it is. What a man you are. Gosh, seems like the autographs are a bit different, aren't they? Randy always did have a stern hand. When I met him, that was. Does Randy usually change his writing style? Well, I mean, he did sign this little headshot a long time ago. Maybe it's different now. Either way, both of these photos are absolutely stunning. Cursive or not, Randy, your writing will always make my heart smile.
Excuse me, are you talking about Randy Rosebud? I love Randy Rosebud!
Oh my gosh, I love Randy Rosebud more.
Oh, honey, I'm sure you do. But you're talking to a senior Randy sponsor over here. Old-timers like me know our ways around handsome men more than you little ladies do, I'm sure.
Ha, ha, ha. I was talking to the wall, not you, but sure, let's wrestle. What's your favorite song?
Oh, just the last corn chip. You know, the one about him and his salty love triangle between him, his true love, and the undeserving jock who's trying to keep them apart.
Well, I mean, that was #1 on the charts for a while, so of course you know that one.
Excuse me? I'm sure this is a remark coming from the mouth of someone who has also seen Randy live in concert.
I think I know him a lot more personally than you do.
Excuse me? Excuse me? You come to my house and tell me that to my face? Are you toasted? I will make s'mores out of you with my fire right now. Don't think I haven't seen your puppy wife Bill flopping around this apartment. I have been buying Randy Rosebud's music since before even he was born. Have you ever even heard the song, If My Guitar Was a Beautiful Woman, I'd Play on Her Chords Until They Broke?
But have you heard the original demo for that song titled Run Me Over With Your Semi that's made of heeled shoes and powered by tears?
What about My Body is a Croissant and the following demo, Butter Me?
I think you're confusing old titles from the album A Bouquet of Vocally Moist Melodies for the renamed, redistributed singles from the newer collection. I wrote all these songs while I was drinking hard liquor and crying in my bathroom, which also just happens to include my favorite song titled I Need Help.
Oh gosh, yes, that's my favorite tune. The lyric, I've spent the last hour sorting my tears, is like a metaphor for being sad. But it could be wrong because he also uses the liquidy tears metaphor in the song I Am Crying.
Oh, I love that lyric.
And the worst part about it is he could be sad at any moment. He could be sad right now and we wouldn't even know until he writes another song about it.
Oh, I think I would know if he was sad or not.
Me too. It's like all of Randy's little roses like us just sort of sense it when he's in danger.
How did you get started being a Randy Rose?
I was about 22 when he first came out, and let me tell you, my college grades just plummeted. I was listening to him day in and day out. I never met or even heard of a man so dedicated to monogamy and abstinence. I admire that dedication in a man who refuses to live unless he has a special girl. His songs, he talks about it in his songs. The best way to get to a man's heart is through his songs. Which really sucks because it's hard to find an artist like Randy who makes all of his own lyrics.
Ghostwriting ought to be a crime. It keeps artists like Randy unappreciated for their true authenticity while other artists just get people to write feelings for them.
Preach it, girlfriend.
You know, I'm looking at Randy's authentic autograph poster right now.
Honey, what about it? I've got tons of those.
I'm sort of doubting its authenticity.
Then you're talking to the right woman, honey. Pop a question in.
I mean, I'm wondering if there is an alteration of Randy's autograph I've just never seen before. How do you go about validating your posters?
Now, what I do, honey, I go by 3 Randy rules. Number 1, dainty cursive. Number 2, connected star. And most importantly, number 3, dainty cursive. You know what I mean? That's the most important part. Nobody else does it like he does. Sometimes you'll find a t-shirt or two with a false autograph that they commissioned from some nasty calligrapher. They always forget the fact that Randy fills in his stars. Only true fans like us know the works to that. Oh, I just can't wait for the Facebook ball later. I don't even like any sports besides extreme ironing and competitive childcare. But I'll be watching Randy's opening, trust me.
Me too. Are you gonna be there live?
I'm locked in, remember? But maybe I'll stick my big head out the window and try to watch Randy's blimp go by.
What do you know about traffic cones?
Oh, the little birthday hats they put on boats when it's their birthday. Since they can't just put one real big hat on them, then cars couldn't drive.
What about traffic cones with phone numbers written on them?
I bet that's a construction worker's way of saying, call me later. You don't have your hands full of flirtatious men, do you?
I won't know if the number belongs to a flirtatious man or not unless I call it. Do you have a phone?
Not for you, I don't. I'll have no part in any of this shady business. Be happy with what you have. Stay true to your lover.
Ta-ta.